Hello all of you risk takers and truth seekers. Today I'd like to talk to you about being judged and decision you made in your life, and based on these decisions you're gonna be judged by everybody. Before I start talking about those two things today in this video, I'd like to share with you that statistically speaking, and academic world done research, and they say 92% of the people will never step out of their comfort zone. They will do nothing what will jeopardize their current lifestyle. They will continuously be in a position where they are. And only 8% of people will step out of their comfort zone, and they will do what they think it's the best for them, for their family, or to chase their dreams. So 92% of people will never chase their dreams. Do nothing about it. In my own conclusion, and I base this on my life experience, not just about my academic title, life experience, my life experience in communism, my life experience in military school, my life experience when I was in a war for 1800 consecutive combat days in a war. That's correct. I judge this according to being sent in foreign country, working for 5 years for my government, and being accountable, responsible, not to being caught by foreign intelligence agencies, not embarrass my country. I judge it according to myself. Why I didn't chase my dreams earlier. And I concluded there's two distinguished type of people. Two different opposite group of people. Group number one of people are those who is always going to stay at home. They will dream, they will wish, they will visualize, they will pray, but they will never do nothing about it, about things they desire or they want. They will sit at home and they will watch the news, they will listen other people who's going to tell them how to do, why not to do things. I was one of those. I'm not too proud to say, but I'm grateful I chose to be different. There's a second group of people, and I want you to become that one. The second group of people are the people who desire, who visualize, who pray, and people who will do everything and anything possible to make their dreams come true. Legal way above the board. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, you're going to rob the bank. Do not do these things. Do not become the criminal and hoping that one day you're going to be discovered by some of the social media platforms that they're going to offer you to do documentary. You are not that one. You are good enough to be you, to be who you are. So there's a two group of people. One, 92%, they will dream, they will wish, they want it, they will pray, but never do nothing. There's 8% of people who are belonging to the group. Those people are who are going to be judged. Like I'm just to share something with you. I'm 51 years old man. I'm going to be 52 in 8 months. 52 years old. Sometimes I think that I stop in development. Sometimes I think I'm still a teenager. Sometimes I think maybe I'm too old. But many things in life will not do it only because we're going to be judged. You're going to be judged by the people who don't give a fuck for you, who don't care for you. Only what they care is what they saying, because that's a self-importance. Do you think I wasn't one of them? I listened to my mom, my dad, who told me I'm not good enough for nothing except just finish your primary school and be the garbage cleaner. In those days, in 70s and 80s in communism, that was considered bottom of the bottoms. So you're gonna be judged. Doesn't matter what you do in your life, you're gonna be judged. But can I say something to you? Who cares? I'll share one story with you. I wasn't always pretty boy. I'm not even prettiest now, but I'm confident with who I am. I am confident with who I am. Even the people say to me, I have the strong bones. No, it's not. It's a fat, actually. But one of the life experiences taught me the moment when my son was diagnosed with epilepsy. And thank God he's now cured. He's gone through the hell and back several times with his surgeries and medications, but now he's cleared. But the moment when he was being diagnosed with epilepsy, and I mentioned this to people around me, you know what happened? People dump me. They first feel sorry for you, then they're gloating because there's no them, and then they dump you, they judge you. And I say, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I don't care. I don't care what you think about my son because it's my boy, and doesn't matter what medical condition he has, it's my boy. Entire world can go run away. Now, I want to say to you in the nicest way, doesn't matter what you do, you're going to be judged. But who are you pleasing actually? Who are you pleasing? Others or yourself? I remember the moments when I went in the war. I have been judged by the people who betray the country, they run away, they judge me because they say, what else you could expect from Mario? He was bad student, and list goes on. What did you say? I stayed to defend my home, my city, the people. Even my mom, my dad, they dumped me. My mom and dad dumped me. They left a message night and eve of the war. They left a message on a kitchen table, which I find out in the morning, which just says, we are okay. They're okay, not me. I'm 18 years old. They're okay, but that's good. People who judge me that I'm not good enough or nothing. So you're going to be judged by everybody and anybody. Doesn't matter what decision you do. Now we talk about decisions. As I said, I'm 51 years old man. I have 14 fractures from top of my head to my knees. Mostly of my injuries, fractures, are because of the war injuries. I've been stabbed once, I've been shot once, so I have a couple holes on me, plus I have an explosion near me and I have some shrapnels inside of me. Fragments of the mortar grenade. But they never stopped me to I go forward. The moment I decide to say to everybody, you know what, leave me alone with your judgments. I'm never gonna be good enough for you. I was never good enough, like you maybe. Think about this. You're growing up in society where you're not good enough to the people you're going to school because, you not have the same grades with them. You don't have the same hairstyle. You are, you have a strong bones like me and beautiful hair like me. Maybe because you don't have enough money. I was poor. Most of my life, I was very poor. I was poor. I wanted things. I desired things. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money buys the choices. Choices which makes you happy, right? So I make a decision. 8 years ago, when I was with my son, and he was in one of those situations when his life was looking a little bit far too dark, even for him. I decided to go boxing, so I decided to step into the ring. I was 448 kilos, and I was just comforting myself with the food and justifying everything, my son, disease, and everything else. Needless to say, almost entire my life, the women I wanted to be with, they didn't want to be with me because I'm not a, guy of the size and shape, well, whatever. You can't make everybody happy. You're not a jar on Nutella. Remember this. Things have changed a little bit later on. You don't become the man. I'm sorry now, skipping to something else, but you don't become the man of influence or man of be that person that everybody wants to be around you just because you're looking pretty. You need to be successful. You need to be good in many other fields in life. You know, I mean, some of them is a business with the money, with the health, with the family. You know, name it. Few. I need to change my life entirely. Number one was to stop thinking to be judged by somebody else. So decision you're going to make right now, right here, it's your decision. You need to be that person who's going to say to yourself, I am fucking good enough. I am who I am, and I'm going to improve myself, and I don't care what other people are going to tell me. You know, or you can choose to be some superstar on internet. You know what I mean? You can gain the weight and then record the videos how they're losing weight, but then everybody sees you again, because most people who lost the weight, they never appear on internet again, but I can see them somewhere again in public life. They gain double weight. Don't be that person. Be something when you do decision to do something to be everlasting. So I decided 8 years ago to fight in boxing. 148 kilos. It was a difficult situation. And I was thinking I was a cool guy till the moment arrived. At that moment was I'm walking into a ring, into a singlet, everything is just falling apart on me, and it's such a sad image of myself. And I said to myself, I'll continue fighting. I lost the fight, by the way, first and second. And I've been laughed at. I've been laughed at from the start to the end and beyond. You know what? I couldn't care less. So I continued to do the best I could do. And that is the boxing. So I decided now, you know, it's time to put the gloves on the wall, not to compete anymore, and I will fight one more time this year in March. So I had a decision, regardless of being a judge or not be judged. But reason why I'm doing this, it's very simple. It's 3 reasons why I'm doing this. 3 reasons for myself. You can find yourself in this or not. I'll never say to you, you need to do those things. But guys, I want you to remember, when I'm saying this to you, I'm demonstrating you how to do it. You know, if you like, continue to listen to all these public speakers and motivational speakers, for whatever sorts of the lives who are going to tell you many beautiful things, but never demonstrate how to do it. That's a difference between, let's go say, myself and others. I will demonstrate you how to do things. So I'm demonstrating you right now. I am still trained by a professional coach. His name is Rodney Williams. Great coach. I love him. This is the guy who never dumped me, who adjusted the boxing techniques towards my capabilities. Again, I'm 51. I'm going to be 52 this year. And I'm proud. I'm proud that I can still go for 12 rounds. 12 rounds, 3 minutes each, pushing hard. Regardless of sparring, is the cardio, is the techniques, whatever it is. So, when you decide to do something, you need to find a reason why you're doing this. Because guys, if you say somebody why doing, nobody cares for your why. Because that your why, if you don't achieve, they know they're gonna bury you. They're gonna they will take the shovel and they make the grave for you, and then cover you in that grave with your why you wanted and why you failed. Number one reason is, as I said, like, it's how. I learned in military, in 14 years I spent in military, 5 years in a war. I learned how to fight in a war, how to become better soldier from experienced instructors, NCOs and officers. So the reason why I'm fighting in boxing is to demonstrate that it is possible. That impossible is possible. That you can achieve whatever your heart and mind desire, only if you really, really want this. Not because somebody told you, but you can just say to yourself, I know it's impossible, but I will turn it's possible. If somebody else did it, you can do it as well. I've been told, don't embarrass yourself. Embarrass to myself to whom? To you? And you don't want to talk to me because I'm fighting in a ring and I'm 51 years old, man? I don't care what other people think. but I proved that impossible, it's possible. I proved it last year, 2023, when I smashed the Guinness World Record in continuous audio broadcasting. 55 hours, no sleep, no going home, no bed, talking. 55 hours. You create a legacy. Second reason for me, it's a great legacy. It's I want to demonstrate how I did it to other people can do better. Not me like me, better. Learn on my mistakes. And number 3, it is I love to fight for what I love. You know, every time I walk in that ring, it hurts me. It caused me so much pain. You know, I have so many injuries. But you know what? I couldn't care less. I know it's coming time when I need to slow down with that boxing, and that's I want to do this at this fight. I want to just train because it's good for my health. A part of being good for my health, I'm fighting because fighting is the only way in my life, in your life, because nobody will give you nothing. Nobody will build your dreams. Nobody will give you the money and the riches. You will listen to somebody? Well, continue listening. When I was in the war, I was surrounded with average Joe. Average Joe who was afraid. Average Joe who was there with me. All these big mouths and big alpha males there, gone. They fought with me for the country, for the freedom, for democracy, for survival, for my city, for my building, for my street, for my tree. For every kid comes back in future in that school I went. That's what I'm doing. It's fight for what is right and for what I want. So guys, when you make a decision, you're gonna be judged. But fight for what you want, what you like. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about, and let's go learn from each other how better we can do things in life. Thank you.